Hi, sixth graders. This is Miss Reilly-Harden, and we are going to work through the first problem of GCF practice. Okay, for GCF practice, you are going to need two things. You are going to need your Cornell notebook. That's the one with the doodles, not the one you can see on the screen right now. In that book, you're going to need your factor table at the beginning. The other book you're going to need is your Math 6 Semester 1 workbook that you can see on the screen right now. The page that goes along with the Google Slides is called GCF Practice. We're going to have to flip through a few pages to get there though. So watch as I do this so you can make sure you're in the right place. So here's LCM introduction. You already did that. LCM practice, you already did that. Okay, we're going to skip this for now. We're going to skip this one. We're going to skip this one. This one. This one. And finally, you should see Math 6 GCF practice. Notice there are rooms. There is room for 4 problems. Problem 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each of those problems is on a Google slide in this presentation. So I am going to flip over now to problem 1. Problem 1 says, Mrs. Grant, a 7th grade science teacher, collected 30 metamorphic rocks and 24 sedimentary rocks. Now she wants to create identical kits for studying rocks without having any rocks left over. How many kits can Mrs. Grant make? So let's think for a minute about what's actually going on in this situation. She's going to put some rocks in some bags. She needs some metamorphic rocks, these right here, and she needs some sedimentary rocks. She's going to put her rocks in groups. She wants to put the same number of rocks in each of her bags, and she doesn't want any rocks left over. So for her metamorphic rocks, she has 30 of them. She could make one bag and put all 30 rocks in there. She could make 30 bags and put one rock in each one. Maybe she wants to make 10 bags and put 3 rocks in each one. Or maybe she wants to make 5 bags and put 6 blocks in each one. There are lots of options. For the sedimentary rocks, she could make one bag with 24 rocks in it. She could make 24 bags with 1 rock. Or maybe she would do something like 2 bags of 12 rocks or 12 bags of 2 rocks. Notice all of these pairs of numbers that I'm saying, these are factor pairs. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to need to list out all of our factors of 30 and all of our factors of 24. Because she wants to put both types of rock in each bag, we're going to have to figure out what factors they have in common. So let's flip back over to where we're going to show our work. I'm going to zoom in. So this is problem 1. So the first thing we have is our metamorphic rock. So the metamorphic rock rocks. Remember, she has 30 of these. And so we need to find our factors for metamorphic rocks. So we can look in our factor table. If you want to take a minute and get your factor table out, remember it's at the front of your Cornell notebook. You can pause the video here while you do that. Okay, so our factors for 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. But now let's look at our sedimentary rocks. Oops. Let's undo that. Our sedimentary rocks, we have 24 of those. So we need our factors for sedimentary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. All right, so to figure out how many kits Mrs. Grant can make, we need to look for our common factors. So let's see what we have in common. We have 1 is in both lists, 2 is in both lists, 3 is in both lists, 5 is not, 4 is not, 6 is in both lists. Let's check. 10, 15, 30, 8, 12, 24. Looks like our largest number that's in both lists is 6. We call that the greatest common factor. So the answer to how many kits can Mrs. Grant make is 6 kits. So now let's go back to our Google slide. And at the bottom where it says how many kits can Mrs. Grant make, you're going to click in this text box right here and type in the number 6. So that is problem 1. What I would like for you to do now is to try problems 2, 3, and 4 on your own. Don't forget, you are going to be recording your work in your semester 1 workbook, problem 2, 3, and 4. When you have completed those on slides, starting on slide 8 of your Google Slides assignment, there are directions for attaching your workbook page, and you can turn that assignment in. Please raise your hand and ask for help. If you're in a breakout room, click the Ask for Help button if you need additional help on this.